Welcome back to another episode of Legend of Coming. And on the show today, we're talking about Kanye West and his girlfriend, his new wife, Bianca. Now, one minute they say they split, the next minute they say they back. It's just a bunch of confusing stories just put out in social media. But I tell you one thing, they went out and for her birthday, she was showing her titties off. Yeah, she let it all hang out for a busted display in Las Vegas. Now, when you show titties, they usually kind of compact. They not sagging, they not drooping. But if you look at these titties on Bianca, they not really something that'll make you just be eye-popping amazing. To me, because I know pretty titties when I see pretty titties. These titties look like a cough drop. It look like a cough drop when it starts to melt in your mouth. They sagging. Yeah, they hanging. Her titties look sad. They don't look like they're in a good mood. Anyway, Bianca Sincere has been showing a lot of skin lately, and that didn't change for her birthday weekend when she was in Sin City with Kanye showing off her goods. Kanye brought wifey to Las Vegas Friday, and between yesterday and today, they've been hitting the town in very little clothing. Now, I guess he's trying to show the world that, okay, I'm proud of her, and I can accept her being out there wait for y'all to see and not be jealous like y'all think. Because somebody must have told him, because before in the past, she been covered up everywhere they go. She been covered up and closed in, like he's suffocating her. So I guess she probably let him know, like, look, let me show myself. If you really with me, what's the big deal? You was with Kim Kardashian, and Kim Kardashian lets the whole world see her, and she's still loved and accepted. Why I can't do that? I bet you that's the game plan she brought to Kanye. Because at first, she was closed up everywhere you seen them out in public. Now, I'm proud of Kanye. Nigga, you are finally starting to see the light. Let people be who they be. You can't change them. They are who they are. Now, they was walking around the casino with us Saturday holding hands and everything, right? And they had a lot of people just staring at them. I bet you a bunch of perverts. Probably, well, you got some niggas that ran in the bathroom right then and there and played with themselves. And I ain't talking about just black niggas, white niggas too. Yeah. Some motherfuckers that's very sexually disturbed. They seen her walking around with their motherfucking, her titties sagging with this G-string looking outfit she had on. It was like she had on a one piece. Yeah, spaghetti strap. Enough to just cover up the nipples where you could say it's legal. So I know, like I said, you got a lot of sick people out here that don't get pussy on the regular. That think dirty, evil thoughts. And when they seen her walking through there like that with Kanye, they went and jacked out to the bath. It's a man that's infatuated with Kanye. Come on now. They shot a nut hard as a motherfucker thinking about Kanye walking through there, just like his girlfriend. So ladies, it ain't cool like, years ago when women could dress, very provocative out in public and be cool. If you dressing provocative these days out in public, make sure there's some men that you know and trust is around you. Because you got some sick, ignorant motherfuckers out here. Evil. And they be looking to rape and take something that don't belong to them. Now, Kanye shouted out his wife. He shouted her out on a bunch of internet posts, calling her the love of his life and an awesome stepmom to his and Kim's. They kid. So, like I said, I'm proud of Kanye. I'm proud of him. Because the man, he been going through a whole lot. He been saying a lot of shit that don't make sense. So for him to come this far to be able to take his woman out in public and let her titties hang and swing. Oh, man, I'm proud of you, Kanye. Now, while they was out shopping, they was hitting up stores like Balenciaga and Chrome Heart. Oh, man, spending big paper. That's why I said, look, that lady ain't finna leave Kanye too fast. She just got there. She only been with him like almost a year. She ain't got what she really came for. And, to just be around Kanye and smell him being mustard and shit, and, sour balls, but you get big old shopping, trips and shit. Big old expensive side checks. Shit. I close my nose and close my breath and smell that shit too for a little bit of money. Not no another man, but I'm talking about a funky woman. So I understand she's taking advantage of the opportunity. But don't get me wrong, Bianca Cesare has money already. But it ain't that Kanye money. See, Kanye got a different kind of money. When you got that kind of money where you could go out and spend $1 million every day of the year, oh man, that's another level. That ain't that food stamp money. That's that long money. Okay. Now in other news, they had an attacker to jump over the motherfucking courtroom and attack the judge in Las Vegas too. It's been going down in Las Vegas. In Sin City, motherfuckers have been showing their ass. Yeah, we had a man to jump over the counter and attack the judge. Your job ain't even safe no more out here, America. I'm just letting you know. If you sell burgers and fries, if you're at Starbucks selling coffee, if you're at a warehouse, we got to worry about mass shooters. We got to worry about ignorant motherfuckers taking it from the streets to the job. Because now it's so fucked up in the neighborhood. A lot of the hustlers, the robbers, the car thieves, the kick door artists, the burglars, they getting jobs now. So the crooks is at work with you. Yeah. You think that because somebody next to you, they're law-abiding citizen because they at work clocking in. They are a literal crook. That's right. A literal crook will steal anything you got tied down and rob your ass blind if you give them an opportunity. So with that being said, when you in control of giving people time away from their family, because when you a judge, just face the reality. Judges play the role of God. If you believe in any kind of religion, you understand what I'm saying. A judge, in so many words, plays the role of a God. Because they can determine your freedom. They can determine in the next years of your life what you could do and what you can't. How you can be prevented to progress. You see what I'm saying? Even though most people that's judges don't look at it like that, they just look at it like, I'm going to work and doing my job. But it's another level of a job. You are really in control of people's future. You have to make a decision with people's lives. That's why I had a lot of jobs that if I had to take, I wouldn't want to be a judge. Nah, because you don't know what's in the person's DNA. You don't know what they've been through, why they doing things. And I just feel like it's other things sometimes. Not everybody, because some people deserve to be locked up. But it's a lot of people that deserve to be rehabbed. They need to be given another chance. Their situation was warranted for whatever they was trying to do, whether it was right or wrong. They had some type of reason. Anyway, the man who brazenly attacked the Las Vegas judge was back in court to finally get his sentence. And guess what? They sent his crazy ass back to the same courtroom with the same judge. I think she requested this. She like, I've been a judge my whole life and I ain't never had nobody jump this motherfucking counter. I'm going back to sentence this nigga. Because she was a white judge, by the way. I'm going to sentence this nigga if this the last thing I get to do. Now, his sentence was handed down by the same judge that he took down last week. Deborah Redding faced Deborah Wedding faced Judge Mary Kay Halters in Clark County District Court Monday, donning a face mask and cover over his hand, as well as guards on either side of him. That's why they made sure this time that they had extra security. They got him tied up left and right. It looked like he's in a physical straitjacket with a face mask on, a mask tied around his head, handcuffs behind his back. He even got a handcuffs on the side of his stomach. Nigga, they gonna make sure that you can't even jump up an inch off the floor. And that's what you gotta do to crazy motherfuckers like this that's out of control. Now, it's sad to see that this lady can't come to work as a judge and do her daily duties without worrying about somebody attacking her. But like I say, when you're in control of people's lives, remember the key words. You're gonna have that. And in the future, see this story, when people see stuff in social media, it brews like coffee. It brews like a fresh cup, a kettle of tea. And it makes people say, I want to put my tea bag in the pot and see what it do too. So we're going to have future people in the future attacking judges. Yeah, when people start to think about how judges actually hand their sentence down and have control of your life, in the next 5, 10 years of your life, you could be away from your kids, you could lose your job, you could be broke, you could have to start all over. People going to start attacking these judges. You're going to have judges starting to quit. Or what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to start making new courtrooms. See how y'all, the courtrooms are open. If you think about it, a courtroom is one of the easiest places that you can get off with an attack before people expect it. Because it's wide open. Wide open. And all this you need is a quick 5 to 10 seconds max to get to that judge and try what you're trying to try. So they're going to have to lock these courtrooms down. They're going to have 5, 10 security guards close up around the judge as well as in the perimeter of the courtroom. That's the only way you're going to prevent some shit like this. Because when you taking away people's freedom, whether they right or wrong, if they can get at the person that's got a little responsibility for handing down the sentence, they going to do it. They are going to do it. Now, Red and Shockley dove over the raised bench to attack the judge last week while she was gearing up to sentence him for his attempted battery conviction. Ain't that something? Attempted battery. So he was only finna get like a year or two. You know. But the judge kept her cool doing all this. And gave his ass a sentence of 19 to 48 months behind bars. You know. In other words, no leniency. So now he got, do that, 12, 24, 36, 48. He got a year and a half to 4 years to do. And he did all this. You would have thought that he was getting life or something jumping over the motherfucking counter. Now, you just getting that a small amount of time. Why you jumping over the counter like that? You know why? Because he got a battery charge. So he got an anger problem with hitting people. But I think he got an anger problem with just hitting women. He sounds like a sucker, a coward to me. Because you jumping over the counter, nigga, to attack a woman. A woman. Because you getting 4 years. 4 years. You could end up getting 40 if you fuck around and touch that judge, ignorant motherfucker. People out here are losing their motherfucking mind. This is the child that when he was a child, he didn't get whipped at home. So he think he get to do whatever he wanna and don't have to face no consequences. He lucky that's all he got was a year and a half to 4 years. One thing I can say, you see how people get killed on the street by police? You don't never see that in the courtroom. You would have think him jumping up running towards that judge that we'd have seen a massacre. Yeah, man shot inside the courtroom for losing his goddamn mind trying to act like a gorilla. He was shot on the scene. Boy, that would make the news and America would go crazy. That's why you ain't never seen nobody get shot in no courtroom. They just find a way to subdue them. And another reason why they can't shoot them because they don't have a weapon. But I've seen some videos where people that jumped the counter and actually was almost snatched the gun from the guard. The guard was able to get the gun away from them before they could do anything. So it can happen now. That's why you got to be on game. You got to realize that when you're in control of people's lives and locking them up, that it's going through their head and they might want to try you. Because a lot of people that are judges are egotistical. They evil. They realize that they got power to affect people's lives instead of just doing their natural job, sentencing people when the court said they be extra evil, extra cocky, extra chip on their shoulder like they God or somebody. And you not. You just tuned into another motherfucking episode of Legend of Comedy Show. And today we talking about that you ain't safe on your job. Be careful. You dropping fries, you dropping burger. You might want to have somebody to come in there and want to act a goddamn food because they can't get a free meal. They might want to act a food because they fries is cold. They fries ain't fresh and want to put it all on you. You got motherfuckers that's about to get sentenced, time. And like I said, even though judges hand down sentences, they not in control. It's the prosecutors. They just the final one to make the final call. But people will blame you for their mistakes and stuff that they done with their life and look at you as you a judge like you to blame. The moral of the story is you might not be safe on your job. Be careful. You got to protect yourself whether you at work or whether you at home. And ladies, if you don't have beautiful perky titties, don't put it on a slingshot like Bianca did for Kanye. And ladies, don't think that you deserve shopping trips when you are not rich and successful. You didn't put in no work for a man to look at you and say, I'm going to just give her an extra boost. She working so hard, she deserve it. I'm going to give her that extra motivation. If you're regular, realize that you're regular. I know it might hurt, but it is what it is. To the next time, to the next episode, do something with yourself. Do something with your life. It just might be somebody one day, nigga.